We're here at BreakForth in Edmonton, Alberta with one of my favorite singers, Connie Scott. Thank you for coming.
Oh, I am so happy to be here.
I had a lot of fun doing some research on you because I know a lot about your career because I followed it when I was a kid. We're not that far apart in age. I just like to say that.
Okay, all right.
I like to say that. But you've been doing this for a long time.
Yeah.
You've been in the music industry for a long time. 1983 was your first album, Heartbeat, right?
Yeah.
And then your last one was in 92. And you haven't really recorded anything new since 92. Did you not want to? Did you know you were done? Did you want to be done? What happened in your life?
You know, it was interesting because we had kids on the road. We raised them to a certain point on the road, and then wanted them to be grounded and be in school and have their friends, play hockey. Mm-hmm. You know, that was going to happen regardless of whether they wanted to or not with their father.
Right.
And anyway, so it was funny because we were doing a Christmas concert. It was David Meese and I had gotten back together again after he's who I started with. He was who I started on the road with. And so at 19 years old, he opened his tours for 2 years and had me travel with him and the band on the bus. And so he was kind of, my entrance into Christian music and his audience and opening for him. So, you begin with him. Let's end with him. Right?
Let's bookend this career.
Let's hope that doesn't mean that we're going to end him, right. During the concert. But it was a Christmas concert. We had, sold tickets for a one-night Christmas concert.
And where were you?
We were in Vancouver.
Okay.
And it was the ultimate. It was the kind of Conan O'Brien, horn section and band and strings, and on either side of this massive staircase that came down that, that we would take our life in our hands and, walk down this staircase and put on this just ultimate Christmas concert. So we sold out the first night and people wanted another concert. So we did another one and sold out the second night too. And it was interesting because I was standing, and singing, and I don't remember what song it was, but I was standing there singing and just looking at all the people and the feeling of my favorite time of year. Mm-hmm. And I just said, you know what? This is it. This is it for the big touring stuff. And it just felt so right, and it felt so good, and no regrets. It's been starting at 19, I never got to experience being normal.
Right.
Well, as you know me,
well,
I still haven't
that leads to a bunny trail. We don't want to go there.
I know. But it was just, I wanted to be a mom. I wanted to experience what it felt like to just be a married housewife with kids and experience what life was like. Well,
back in 2006, GMA Canada gave you a Lifetime Achievement Award. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And it's so much for this. You have to be comfortable, with the fact that chapter's closed. And, Lifetime Achievement, usually that's something you get before you retire everything in your life. But you're not that old, and yet you got this for a body of work that was really spanned a decade.
Yeah.
And that's the kind of impact you had. That's pretty cool.
Well, and to be honest, it was 2 decades.
Of course it was.
Yeah.
And I can't add.
I know. Well,
I don't do math.
Guys with good hair normally, they something has to fall.
Something has to not work.
That's right. It was interesting because when I got the call, actually Grant, my husband, got the call, and he calls me and says they want to give you a Lifetime Achievement Award, and I went, Are you not supposed to be dead to get one of those? I thought for sure, that those are the people you honor, and and he kind of pondered about it for a little while too, and then he went through the people that had already received one, and it was hard for me. I mean, all of us musicians, anyone that's a musician, that's an actor, there's a huge insecurity thing there, right? I mean, you know that too.
Totally.
And the thing is when you're doing your own thing and people have bought your albums, they've bought tickets to come to your concert, you've already kind of won their hearts over, you know, and here now is this big, huge event that's taking place. And you out of like kind of, you know, I mean, you have had nothing to do really with anything for a while.
You've been away from it for quite a while.
And then all of a sudden they're gonna like honor you. And I kind of had trouble with that. I'm not good with that. I'm okay when it's my deal, right? And I can just be myself but you know, and then sitting there and I had talked to somebody and I just said, man, I wish they could just mail it to me. Right?
It feels uncomfortable.
It feels uncomfortable.
Sure.
There's just something and I don't know whether it's that we've been raised as Christians that we can't kind of bask and find joy in what God's allowed us to do. And you feel guilty about that.
Sure we do.
And so anyway, so I think that's what I was dealing with. And a non-Christian person in my life said to me, you know what, you gave 20 years of your life to do this. And they want to just say thank you.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
And I was like, okay. And if you knew this person, it was like, okay, if this is coming from this person, wow. You know, that's something coming out of somebody's mouth that I wouldn't expect at all. And she said, go. And just sit there and enjoy.
You were a big influence on me growing up. We love what you brought to the Christian music industry as a whole, but especially here in Canada. Thank you for doing this. It's been fun to kind of talk a little bit about memory lane, but it's great. You got a great voice, you got a great ministry, and I'm so glad that you were able to take time to do this for us today.
Well, and you know what? It enabled me to meet you.
Well,
and that's a special thing for me,
that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Thanks.
Please stay with us.